Hey, so this is my first tutorial for Photoshop. I thought I would do something pretty simple. So this image you have here, I have here, is from an engagement session this past weekend. Obviously, what I do to get the softest light is I put the flash as close as I can to the subject. Usually I have a softbox on my speed light. At this time I forgot it. So I was shooting at a pretty low power, put it as close as I could to them to create a softer light. Um, but of course we can't have the picture like this, so we have to take that light out. So what I'm going to do is click the background layer and hit Control J. That's going to create a copy of the layer. After that, you'll hit the lasso tool right here and just circle around it. Right click, then click fill and use content aware. Hit OK. So content aware, basically what it's going to do is, I guess, it checks out the whatever's around it and creates a fill as accurate as it can. I guess that's what it does. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. So let's just wait for that to go. And bada bing, bada boom. And as of lately, the way I've been shooting is I try to make my backgrounds as clear as possible, no distractions. For this reason specifically, it's a lot easier to take out my flash on the monopod if I'm just shooting directly at a sky or brush or trees. If you're shooting somewhere like at a park, like Heritage Park with a bunch of houses and stuff, something like this is going to be a lot harder to do because there's so much detail in the background. So just be aware when you're shooting what's in the background, what's in your foreground. If you did need to take something out, how easy it would. So yeah. Anyway, so that was pretty easy. And that's it. Alright, here is another session from like last week or something. So this is an example I'm going to show you with content aware and another way to get rid of any kind of distractions or something in the background. Now this is something that I usually do about 85% of the time, just depending on how difficult it is. But so this right here is like a trash can or something, I don't know, but it's distracting. So what I'm going to do is click my background layer and hit Control J. We'll make a copy of that. We're going to go back to the lasso tool over here, and basically I'm just going to circle around it, right click, fill, hit OK. And so Photoshop is going to do its thing and basically try to fill it with something that's gonna look good or something. I don't know, but let's see. Alright, so this is what Photoshop did. I don't like that. It doesn't look very good. I think it looks kind of funky. I mean, if you like it, you can leave it like that. If not, but I'm going to go ahead and try a different way. So I'm going to delete this layer, and I'm going to Control J, copy the layer. Now, if I don't like the way it does it, I usually do this. So I'll get the lasso tool again, and I'll select an area that's like similar to the background. So I'm going to use this side over here since there's a lot of room. So I'm going to select with the lasso tool all this big old chunk right here. Hit Control J. That's gonna copy that part onto a separate layer here on top. You can see it right there. I'm gonna hit the arrow key, and we're gonna drag this over here. I'm gonna hit Control T for transform. Right click, and we're gonna flip this horizontally, and we're gonna put it right there. See how that line matches right there? We're gonna try to get it right to where it's matching the actual line. That looks pretty good right there. So after that, we're going to hold Alt and we're going to click this square. What this square is basically the mask button. So hold Alt, you click it. It's basically gotten rid of that layer. However, if you see how this is black, if you paint with a white brush, it's going to bring it back in. So I'm going to hit B for the brush tool, and it's selected as white right now. I'm going to zoom in on there. And with a low flow about 11, I'm just going to paint white over where that layer was. So as you can see, it's painting back over. It's bringing that layer back. And let's see, I like this way better than the other one. I like that a lot more. To me, it looks a lot more natural. So now it's gone. You basically just find another area, get the lasso tool, circle around it, hit Control J, copy it, move it onto whatever's distracting, and paint it over. So I'm going to hit Control Shift and E to merge all the layers, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of this thing too right here. So we'll hit Control J, and this we could probably use the content aware. I bet it would work on here because it's pretty simple. So we'll just go ahead and circle that, right click, fill, hit OK. And Photoshop did a pretty shitty job of covering that. So let's do the alternate method again. And so we'll copy the layer, Control J, mask to, click the lasso tool, and we'll just select all this right here. We'll select that. Control J. It's going to copy that to this layer right there. Hit the arrow and we'll drag that right there. Now we'll hold Alt, click the square for the mask. So now it's covered by this black mask. Now we're going to paint it back in with white. So hit the brush tool. My flow is at 11, and I'm just going to paint that sucker right out. Let's see. Alright, you see? Much better. Look at that. It's gone. Okay, well, that's basically some simple ways to get some distractions. I'll do another video later on to maybe do something that's a little bit more difficult, but that's about it. Thanks.